Let's take a look at dismissal. What are the legal ways? Legal dismissal falls into these categories. Employment is terminated with or without notice, but within the strict definition of the terms and conditions of the offer letter, or which is legal. Employment under a fixed term contract comes to an end, so this brings an end to the employment contract, or the employee resigns. These are the three legal ways of dismissal. The image on the extreme right is not something very pleasing on the eye, so that is one thing which we need to avoid at all costs from the employee's point of view and also the employer's point of view. Dismissal without notice, when it is a serious misconduct on the part of the employee which severely affects either a customer performance deliverable or the team's morale, this needs to be tackled with dismissal. Serious neglect of duties, when there is deliberate neglect of duties on the part of the employee, dismissal follows. Serious breaches of trust, integrity, so when cash or any other asset of the company is mishandled or misappropriated and there is no accountability on the part of the employee and he denies it, what follows is an unhealthy incident and the result is dismissal. Or conflicts of interest, you are playing for the competitor. When you are getting paid from this company, an employee does work for the competitor, spies and include activities, espionage or sabotage, in which brings down the overall level of performance and is a serious breach of trust and it's a conflict of interest. Now, let's take a look at wrongful dismissal. When it comes to breach of contract, all the employees have a cause of action if it is a case of wrongful dismissal based on the terms and conditions of your employment contract. Unfair dismissal happens when an employee is dismissed because of other factors, say for whistleblowing or for insisting on a particular right or for participating in union activities, or in case of redundancy wherein he is picked up on an unfair basis and is part of the redundancy procedure, and when he is subject to discrimination. In all these cases he has a cause of action for unfair dismissal and he can pursue his rights under the law. What are the remedies for unfair dismissal? Reinstatement. The employee will get back his old job. Re-engagement. If his old job is no longer available, a comparable job is given. Now, what are the different types of compensation involved? A basic award wherein his old pay is paid to the employee. A compensatory award comes into picture when there is a little more damage or with little more loss to the employee. Other benefits are also paid to him as part of compensating him for the time lost. Punitive award. If the employer does not fulfill the awards here, such as basic and compensatory award, and there is discrimination involved, there is a punitive award. And there is special award when it comes to health and safety violations and there is serious infringement and there is cause of concern for the employment tribunal or any other body to look into the matter and say this needs to be avoided at all costs by awarding this fourth category, which is a special award. Let us take a look at dismissal procedures. This should include the following. Now, the standards of performance and conduct to be clearly defined and communicated. Unless the standards are clearly defined and established and everybody is on the same page, so to say, it is very difficult to terminate or dismiss a person based on poor performance. So the standards of performance should be clearly set. Warning should be given where a gap is perceived. If the expected performance level falls short of the desired levels, a warning should be given, or when it's a performance or a behavior related incident, the expected behavior is far above the behavior which is being portrayed, there should be a warning. Reasonable period for improvement or adjustment. As a part of natural justice, it is always better to give the other person a chance. It is good to give him a reasonable period to improve and adjust his behavior or his conduct and his performance level. What are the statutory disciplinary procedures? You have to lay down disciplinary procedures in line with the statutes, giving ample opportunity for all the parties to come to a healthy conclusion. Fair and transparent redundancy procedures. If there is a redundancy, it should be fair, and what are the procedures involved, and the redundancy exercise should be transparent.